Ladies and gentlemen, what do we have here? We have a sample of it, folks. Old Forester Birthday Bourbon. This is the 2025 release. The release date on this is 9/2. We've got the press release. We've got all the information that you need right here. And this is only coming in at 92 proof. This is different than any other Old Forester Birthday Bourbon that's ever been released, and we're going to tell you how. I got a lot in here, so I'm excited about this because I can definitely try enough of this. Let's go through it, though. Price, taste, drinkability. Let's see if you should be... I mean, you're going to hunt this. I'll be honest with you. I'm going to hunt this. I put up a thing asking if I should do reviews on whiskey anymore, and people said stop reviewing whiskey that I can't get. I can't get this either, so thankfully I have a sample of it. Let's go through it, though. Let's go over everything you need to know on how to enter to win this, because even if you can't get your hands on it locally, maybe you can win the competition, because that's basically the only way you're not going to pay secondary for this. So first things first, I want to go over the press release, because we have this and I want you to understand everything that's different about this particular release than releases in the past. This is a 12-year-old 92 proof bottle, and I think that's the lowest proof. Correct me if I'm wrong. Last year was 107. The year before that was 96. I don't know much before that. I'm sure I could look it up, but it says, and I quote, "In a rare departure from tradition, this year's batch was created without the use of setback during fermentation, a standard practice that ensures consistency. Instead, a sweet mash process was used, relying solely on freshly propagated yeast." From there, it also tells us these rare barrels from 1 day's production, April 5th of 2013, were selected by all of the master distillers and assistant master distillers, and it was drawn from 210 barrels aged in warehouse K, floors 1 and 5. Now, I don't know if that means anything to you at Old Forester. I've had a bunch of their single barrels. I don't know which one's the best yet. We're going to go over that one day. For our 25th birthday bourbon release, the absence of setback allowed the yeast to express its full character, creating a flavor profile that's both delicate and complex. And here's the important part. This is how you can get your hands on one of these bottles. They will not be released at the distillery on September 2nd, but Old Forester Birthday Bourbon will be available on an online sweepstakes running on oldforester.com on August 18th through August 21st. Anybody with the opportunity to purchase the bottle through the sweepstakes must purchase and pick up at Old Forester Distillery in Louisville between September 4th and December 20th. See the official rules. Each bottle of Old Forester Birthday Bourbon has a manufacturer's suggested retail price of $199.99, limit 1 per customer. Let's get into it, though. Price, taste, drinkability, now that we know all about it. Old Forester Birthday Bourbon. I think this is only my second time trying it. I had a sample from, I think it was Scott, right? SSBG Scott? Correct me if I'm wrong. Cheers, y'all. Traditional sip. Time for the traditional sip. If there was any ever a time to say that, it's now. Time for the traditional sip. Cheers, y'all. Silky smooth, they say. Let me also note that it does say the 2025 Birthday Bourbon will also be available in limited quantities at select retailers nationwide. So that's important as well. If you don't win the sweepstakes, be on the lookout. I mean, it's going to be $575, but be on the lookout for your select retailers nationwide. One more sip. I don't know about this at 92 proof, right? I mean, I don't think it drinks crazy over its proof by any means, but they told me silky smooth. I thought it would be a little bit under its proof, and I think it drinks right around its proof. If anything, I might say this kind of drinks over its proof. I think this kind of drinks more towards like the 95 proof area. We give it a 7.0 if it drinks right at its proof. What is this? It's a little bit spicy. Is it that rye spice, though? We'll talk about the mash bill in a minute. Is it that rye spice? I feel like it is a little bit hot for 92 proof. I mean, it's a sample bottle. Maybe it's been sitting for a couple of days at least. I mean, 92 to 95, I'd probably put it right there. We give it a 7.0. I'm going to go like right under a 7, to be honest with you. 6.95 when it comes to the actual drinkability on this. It's not anything crazy, but for 92 proof, I was hoping, 12-year 92 proof, I was hoping for something a little bit easier to drink. Taste, though, on this, I feel like that's what everybody's hunting for this bottle, and maybe this is just me. I'm not going to tell you this is a bad bottle of whiskey by any means. Expectations, though. We just did a craft distillery the other day, and expectations were low, and it was good. So, like, in my mind, it was better than it was supposed to be. This one, it's good. It's a good glass of whiskey. I don't think there's anything wrong with this glass of whiskey. We'll go over the tasting notes in a minute. But expectations we're up here, and I don't know if we're quite hitting those expectations. Old Forester Birthday Bourbon, 25th anniversary. I was hoping for like cash strength Old Forester. Some of their, I mean, not even that. I guess like their 100 proof stuff, when they put out their single barrels, I personally like their 100 proof stuff more than I like their cash strength single barrels. So I don't even need cash strength from Old Forester. This one's just sitting a little different with me. And I'm going to save some of this because I'm going to compare. I have a lot of Old Forester on my shelf. I have every 1924, 19, everything, all the way down to the 1897s to different warehouses from single barrels. So I have a lot to compare. I personally think that they have some single barrels out there that are probably better than this. It's 12 years old, which is right in my wheelhouse too, taste-wise. We got to take another sip because I got to be missing something here. Here's my gripe with this, and stick with me here. This is a very good glass of whiskey. I cannot deny that. Taste-wise, I mean, it's got everything you're looking for. It's got vanillas, it's got caramels, it's got like a citrusy note to this. It's got a lot of spice in the middle. What's the mash bill on this? I think it's 72, 18, 10, 72% corn, 18% rye, 10% malted barley. So it's got that rye influence on this, that spiciness, that black pepper, that clove. The problem that I have is, when I go to a distillery and I do a barrel pick, I already know what you produce. I know what your profile is. When I go there, I'm looking for something off profile, still delicious. And I feel like when you're doing releases like this, no matter what company, this isn't a shot at Old Forester. I feel like a lot of companies do this. They give you a very on profile special release. And it's like, I already got that. Not saying it's quite up to this level or quite up to like what's going on in this glass, but like a 92 proof, very good Old Forester, I feel like I could find one of those if I got a good enough pick. They have the 100 proof, they have the cash strength. Between something, I could find that. This one, it's like the barrel pick from the distillery. So like, give me the best of the best. And I understand they're doing something different with this sweet mash and 92 proof. I don't know if I love that for this particular release. They tell me it's supposed to be silky smooth. I think it is. Again, I think this is like a perfect whiskey. In my mind, I'm just looking for the best of the best off-profile, off-brand stuff that you can offer in this release. At 25, it's your 25th release too. I mean, come on. All of that aside, I'm giving this a very good score when it comes to taste. I still think it tastes freaking delicious. Again, I was just hoping for something that was like crazy unique or crazy different that was off-brand from Old Forester. I think this is a very good glass of whiskey. I think if you tried this, you would not, and you drank enough whiskey, you could easily pick out that this was Old Forester. People do that. I don't know if you could bottle call it as a birthday bourbon, but I think you could pick this out as Old Forester. And maybe that's what they're going for. Maybe that's exactly what they want to hear. This is the best of the best, or some of the best Old Forester that they have to offer. I was hoping for something a little bit different, but I'm still going to give this a great score. I'm going to go like 8.35. But of course, we got to talk about the elephant in the room, and that's price. And this is $200, which again, I think has been the release price for a couple of years now. I like that they do the online sweepstakes for this so that some people who can't get to the distillery or don't have allocation in their state still have an opportunity to buy this, but they still put out the allocation that they can. That being said, $200 for a 92 proof 12 year, market value wise, I feel like it's a little bit high. I don't think it's crazy high. I know Birthday Bourbon has the name behind it. They're not going to have any problem selling out of this whiskey no matter what I say. I promise you that. But I've said it before and I'll say it again. If distilleries continue to put out mediocre whiskey and continue to raise prices, which they're not doing either of here, let me just specify, this is a great glass of whiskey when it comes to the taste, and they're not raising the price on it, they will get shut down. People will eventually stop hunting that whiskey. We've already seen it with a bunch of companies. We've already seen it with big name distilleries on certain special releases. Wild Turkey, I'm calling you out on that. That being said, I think $200 is still slightly above what market value calls on this, especially for 92 proof. If this was a higher proof whiskey, I could see it. 12 years, they tell you $10 per year. That's 120 Birthday Bourbon. Even if you add $50 to the Birthday Bourbon name, we're at 170, and we're talking 200. So I think we're a little bit high. I don't think we're crazy high. We give it a 7.0 if it's right in the middle. I think we're going to go right below that. I'm going to go like a 6.98 when it comes to the price on this, because again, I don't think it quite deserves to be an average priced bottle of whiskey for what we have right here. And normally this is where we would get into our bourbon bomb of the week, but I already told you about the new process, and I don't want to compare this because I only have so much to other Old Forester in this particular video. But I promise you, if not tonight, maybe tomorrow night, I'm going to shoot another video of me comparing this to a bunch of other Old Forester, because that can be a separate video all on its own. This bottle came in at a 7.96. I think that's kind of exactly where it deserves to be. That's kind of almost a B, C minus, maybe a B minus, somewhere in there, depending on what your grading scale is in your state. But I think the only thing holding this back for me really is just the expectation of it being something unique and different. And I think it's another traditional whiskey coming from Old Forester, which always puts out great whiskey. There's a few whiskeys from them, and we didn't even get into I still have their extra old over here, which was released in release date 7/16. That can't be right. But this is another bottle. I haven't even gotten into it yet. Old Forester has been very generous to send me this stuff, and I continue to review them because they're a great company. I love the products that they put out. Again, I might have 8, 9, maybe 10 bottles from theirs over on the shelf here. But this particular release, I just had high expectations for, and I don't think it quite met them. But listen, let me know in the comment section below. Are you still going to try and find this bottle of whiskey? Are you still going to put in for the sweepstakes and pay $200? Are you going to go down to the distillery and pick it up if you win it? I want to know, because I'm definitely still putting in for the sweepstakes. No matter how much I talk crap on like limited release lotteries and stuff like that, I still always put in for them, and I guarantee you probably do too. But in the meantime, make sure you check me out on Instagram at Bourbon of the Week. Go click that follow button over there. Check out our Patreon page and our Discord. Both those links in the description below. Please don't drink and drive. Always drink responsibly. Stay healthy, stay happy, and stay hunting whiskey. I know we talk about it all the time, but we still seem to be hunting these things. Cheers, y'all.